All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house, His body, and to a naturally alive, man. I want to get into this real quick, man. Honestly, man, you know it's crazy because, yeah, man, this is enjoy another day, man. Honestly, but you know it's crazy because, yeah, this is a lot of times we see where our people, but you know what it is? Shout out to the brother, Assembly of Firstborn, and honestly, yeah, because I watched part of the classes in the series he did. It was a while back, but you know, it was one of the older videos that the brother did, or classes that the brother did. But or he mentioned it in the recent in classes a few a while back, man. How like you know this all goes into the gospel witness and how the Most High house shall comes in the volume of the book. Because yes, it's like with Deuteronomy 28. Yes, it's those curses like talking about our people or us as a nation, the nation of Israel, like you know what will befall us in these days, yes, but ultimately too. But those are, but really those curses are really talking about the curses that Yahushua took on. Like you know, honestly, like he would go through, man. So, but you know, this is too, like you know, and this is another thing too, why our people is naturally right, because like that's why it's not even good to like you know because one would do our people, just people in general, but especially our people, like especially our people hit a rough patch, or people on drugs, strung out, or have mental illnesses, actually going through actual spirits on them. Like no, you know, our people tend to make fun of those people, man. But you know, a lot of us but that's a curse. Like you know, that was one of the curses from the Lord as well, stricken with madness. But also too, sometimes that just happens, like you know, throughout somebody's family, like you know you know the schizophrenia, or like you know really mental issues at a high level, because one bipolar, everyone's deep in my family, like those type of things, man, honestly, because I know it is mental health month, quote unquote mental health month, but that stuff is serious though. But I think now here's the thing too now, and we got it, we um because that whole mental health thing, that's kind of a nuanced thing, honestly. Because now I just feel like you know now it's kind of being like you know Trojan horse or something else, where the kind of lead into, because yes, it's like really self care and taking care of yourself really important. The word goes into that, but yeah, but now I don't like how it's actually used, because some like I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters have actual that runs deep mental health issues, runs deep in your family, or you know, or in mine as well, like you know, so that's nothing to kind of be taken lightly, or like you know, kind of just thrown around loosely. But that's neither here nor there. But because I want to get into this though, man, on um real quick, man, how like you know that stricken, because we talked about this before with stricken with madness again, and how that was pretty much, even though it's talking about like a curse that was put on our people, like you know, being stricken with madness, things of that nature. But that also is going to like you know the unbelief of those that didn't believe in Yahweh, man. And we're gonna get into this on another aspect too, because we talked about this before, but it was a while back. But we're gonna look at this again, man, on how like you know a curse like that came upon the stricken with madness, one of the curses, because you know all it talks about Yahweh comes in the bottom of the book. All the majority of those curses are like you know stuff that like you know that he was one that he was that he went through, or it's about him. But anyway, man, but yeah, anyway, let's grab Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. It says, and the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness. Yep, and also to that blindness was those that didn't believe, that will be blinded from the truth, which is Yahweh Shah, man. Like you know, the testimony of Yahweh Shah, man, the Son of the Most High, man. The gospel, the witness, testimony, new covenant. But it says, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of the heart. Yeah, exactly, man. So yeah, man, that's just what it is on the natural tip. Yeah, you know, we know it's kind of going into what we discussed. Like, you know, our people, when you see our people schizophrenic, talking to themselves with mental issues, a lot of times too, that was one of the curses that was put upon the Lord. Now, is that for every situation, case, scenario? No, but for the most part, like you know, a lot of times too, that was one of the things that befall us for our disobedience. Like you know, and also too, man, those are things that we call it now. Those actual stuff like that now, it happened during that was spirits that Yahushua was healing people from too as well. So those different ailments and things like that too. But anyway, it says, because we see that with the man with the tombs and things of that nature. In Mark, I forgot, but yeah. But anyway, all right. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of the heart. So see, we're gonna see here how when these curses fell upon Yahushua, man, like with madness, like how the curse he took on, or like there's something that will happen to him. Let's go to Luke chapter 6. Luke chapter 6, verse Luke chapter 6, verse Luke chapter 6, verse 11. It says, Luke chapter 6, verse Luke chapter 6, verse 11. It says, because this is after Yahushua. Let's go start at verse 9. Luke chapter 6, verse 9. And then Yahushua said unto him, I ask you one thing: is it lawful for on a Sabbath day to do good or to do evil, or to save life or to destroy it? Yeah, exactly. And this goes into how mercy is above the law, man. Honestly, because the mercy is with the Most High Yahushua, and that's above his instruction and above the law, because that's just who he is. That's what's in his name. But that's what a lot of people, even during that time and even to this day, don't kind of understand. I mean, it depends, and trust me, coming in the conventional way, it's understandable, but now you gotta realize, knowing who the Most High Yahushua is, the gospel, the witness, the testimony, new covenant. That's really, you realize that, and that's actually, we see that with David. That's what kept David alive, was the mercy he's shown. That's that Matthew 5. Let's grab Matthew 5 real quick. Real quick. Matthew 5 chapter verse 7. It says, Matthew 5 and 7. It says, blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy, obtain mercy. So yeah. But anyway, let's grab this Luke chapter 6 and verse 10. And then say Yahushua, I'll ask you one thing: is lawful on the Sabbath day to do good or to do evil, to save life or to destroy it? And looking around about them, he said, stretch forth thy hand. And he said, and he did so. And he restored his hand and his hand was restored whole as the other. Exactly. Here at verse chapter 11. Here's the point. And they were filled with madness and communed with one another what they might do to Yahushua. So see, that was madness stricken under their heart. That was they were cursed because they didn't because they didn't believe. Pretty much they were condemned, like John 3 says. Pretty much you condemned or you cursed if you don't believe in Yahushua, already, and don't believe in the mercy of the Most High Yahushua. So see, they were stricken with madness here. They were filled with madness, and because now they just like the Pharisees and Paul, they conspired to kill Paul. They wouldn't eat, or just like they said, how the Pharisees conspired on daily how to kill him, man. So just like they did, of course, after Paul, because Paul was preaching Yahushua. So yeah, man, I just wanted to grab this real quick, man. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. Then we're gonna bounce because I gotta go. Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of the heart. So see, yeah, man. So see, that's another thing, how the Most High Yahushua, the witness testimony comes in the volume of the book, man. So yeah, man, they were stricken. That's part of being stricken madness with unbelief and pretty much the unbelief, the blindness, and not believing the Most High Yahushua, the witness, the testimony, the new covenant, the gospel, man. Not believing on the scripture saith, man. So yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. Yeah, that's really it, man. So yeah, that's it. So hopefully Most High Yahushua blesses your day, man. Let's just live our lives, giving him the reverence and praise. Let's kill off the old man and woman. Let's be better each and each day. By his mercies we aren't consumed. Let's just show love to people, man. Inside the word, outside the word, man. So yeah, man, because our people out there, that's where that Hebrews comes in, having compassion that those are without, man. Because our people out here really going through things, man, honestly. So this is why this stuff is needed, man. So anyway, man, so peace.